This is what I'm having for breakfast this morning. I am quite hungry now. It's about almost 10:30, and so I've decided to have some fruit and yogurt. So I have here some previously frozen mango and wild blueberries and a banana. So the banana and the mango are free foods on Slimming World. The blueberries are speed. And then I topped it off with what was left in a container of non-fat plain Greek yogurt, which is a free protein on Slimming World. I did add some organic sweet leaf stevia. That's the only kind I like and use. And I put some cinnamon and some plain vanilla powder on that. And I have here a cup of coffee with some of my 400 mLs of unsweetened almond milk, which is my first healthy extra A for the day. And back here I have some water with electrolytes that I have every day. So that does it for breakfast, and I'm going to go enjoy it now. That's what I'm going to be having for my lunch for today. I have some mixed greens, a little bit of Vidalia raw onion, a few matchstick carrots, and some corn. The onion, carrots, and greens are speed food on Slimming World. The corn is a free food. Here I also have a small potato that I will roast off in the air fryer later on when I put my meal together. And what I'm having today is this package of tuna fish. I can't use a whole can with just 1 tablespoon of the light mayo. It just doesn't work for me. So I just pick these up, and I will also add in a hard-boiled egg to the salad, and I forgot to take it out. And then I will have 1 tablespoon of this light mayo for 1.5 cents. And then I have some cantaloupe that I'll bring with me as well. This was so delicious. Can't wait to have some more of it. So that's going to do it for lunch and an afternoon snack for today. And if I'm still hungry, I can have some plain yogurt with that cantaloupe. We'll see. This is what's for dinner tonight. I decided on soup because it is pretty chilly out there this early evening. And I'm feeling it in my bones already. Not a good sign. So I have in my bowl this can of Campbell's Kitchen Classics ham and bean soup for 1/2 cent. And this soup has beans in it, which are free in protein and fiber. It has ham with no fat, which is free protein. We have some celery and carrots, which are both speed foods, and I think a little bit of onion, which is also a speed food. Plus, I added in to the bowl some cauliflower rice, which is a speed food, and that rice also had some peas in it, which is a free food. And I also added in some white rice, which is a free food, and some extra ham, lean deli ham, which is free in protein. And I topped it all off with a tablespoon of freshly grated Romano cheese, which is 20 calories per tablespoon, and that is 1 cent. So this meal tonight is 1.5 cents, and I'm off to enjoy it now and hopefully warm up. I am still a little bit hungry, or I really feel like snacking more than hungry. So I've made myself my healthy extra B, which is this Ezekiel bread. I have 2 slices, and I have filled it with some light mayo, 1 tablespoon for 1.5 cents, and some fresh cucumber. And I'm going to go enjoy this now. Oh, I also put some freshly ground Himalayan sea salt and some black pepper. Well, hello there. Welcome to Tuesday and another day of eating for me. Today is a work day. And here I have my breakfast. It's about 9:30 in the morning. I have had a couple cups of coffee with some of my first healthy extra A, which is my unsweetened almond milk. And now I'm having one of these delicious, this is absolutely, it tastes just like hot chocolate to me. And it's calorie free, and it's unsweetened. Decaf chocolate hazelnut tea. I'm also going to be having some non-fat Greek yogurt here, and 1 small banana sliced up, some wild blueberries, and a Basque pear, which I peeled, cored, and sliced up. I put over top of that some ground cinnamon and some of this yummy, yummy, yummy vanilla powder. I call it Vanilla Heaven. It's calorie free and unsweetened as well. And I also put over the yogurt and the fruit a 1/2 pack of organic sweet leaf stevia. That's the only one that I use. And so we have lots of protein in the yogurt. That's a free protein. And we have speed in the blueberries and in the pear. And we have a free food by way of the banana. So I'm off to have my breakfast, and I will be back. This is my lunch for today. It has 1.5 cents, and that is coming from the raspberry light craft dressing that I put on there. And it also has half of my second healthy extra A for the day, which is cheddar fat-free cheese shreds, as you can see on there. And in the salad, I have lots of speed. I have mixed greens and raw onion, and then I added to that some grapes, which are free food. And I also added in some white rice, which is a free food. And I have some baked ham and turkey roll-ups, which this ham and turkey are both free and protein foods. And I think that does it for today's lunch. So I'm really kind of hungry early. It's 12 o'clock and I'm going to go enjoy this now. What I'm bringing to work tonight, my banana and my just in case bar, in case I'm too hungry and I still need something else. But I'm excited to say that I figured out a way to make a shake for 3 points. I used 1 scoop of this mix for 60 calories, and that's where the 3 points come in. And I used equal parts in calories of the non-fat Greek yogurt, and it came out just fine. I already tasted it. I added in a packet of stevia and some vanilla powder, and I'm good to go. Very excited that I thought of that. So I'll let you know if I ate the bar later. This is what I am making for our dinner tonight. Jim will have half of this, and I will have the other half, which for me will be probably 2 servings because I used 8 eggs, a half of a large pack of sea legs, which I chopped up, and I also put in there matchstick carrots, peas, onion, and lots of garlic. And on top, I sprinkled I had some leftover white rice that I needed to use up, and you can see it right there. I sprinkled that over top. And so now this, let me tell you, I was inspired by Stephanie, who was doing food prep this week, and she showed us a beautiful chicken and turkey quiche. And I said, you know, I don't want to put the oven on today, so I'm going to try to flip this, but I thought I would video first because I'm afraid that when I go to flip it, it's going to get all messed up on me. And what I would do is add my portion of probably shredded cheddar cheese. I did put a tablespoon of grated pecorino romano, which in my case, for my 2 servings will come out to be 0 cents because it's not enough to send it. And I will put some probably reduced fat cheddar cheese over it when I go to have it. So let me see if I can go turn this. In the meantime, I will let you know how it came out later. I succeeded in turning it and it didn't get all messed up. So this is just to show you what the underside looks like. It's not burnt or anything. This is just how it came out because it's on top of the stove, which we don't mind at all. We'll enjoy it. So all that would be left to do is turn it back the other way and then melt some of the cheese on top because I wanted that rice to cook up a little bit. And that's it. Here we are, all done. I flipped it back over, right side up, and I put the cheese over top. So I will split this in half and cut it in quarter, another half for myself. So that'll be 2 servings for me. And that will be a half of healthy extra A of cheese on each serving, and Jim will have the other half, and I know he's going to enjoy it, and so am I. I cannot wait to dig in, and that's going to be later on tonight when I get home. This is what I'm going to be having for my snack before work, and let me tell you all about it. This is an egg life wrap. I don't know if you've heard of it. You can make them homemade, however I choose not to. I bought these at Aldi. I'm tracking it as 1 cent. They're 25 calories each, and they have, where's that protein? 5 grams of protein each. There's really nothing in them, but I consulted with Chelsea, and Chelsea and I decided that 1 cent each is probably fair. I'm also having half of a half sour pickle. For those of you who are in the States buying these, I got these at Aldi. They also sell them at Walmart in plastic containers, which do not seal, so I put them in a mason jar. I would suggest that you keep a jar if you're ever going to buy these. I love these. They're so yummy. So anyway, back to my little wrap. In the wrap, I have some low sodium turkey breast. I also put some sliced tomato and some stone ground American mustard. American mustard does not have to be sent. I could see sending like honey mustard, but any other mustard, I don't understand why we have to send it, but I'm not sending this. So I put some of that in there, and I put a little bit, pardon my hand, of non-fat Greek yogurt just so that it would hold together. So I'm going to have this before I leave for work along with a cup of coffee, and I will check in with you later. To let you know quick that I did not enjoy the first half of this little snack. I did put it in the air fryer. I sprayed it with some cooking spray and I put it in a tray. It's still a little mushy to me, but is much better than what it was. And I probably won't be buying these again until I figure out at least how I can make them crispy and enjoyable for myself. Maybe I can make them into chips and dip them into yogurt with ranch dressing mix in it. I don't know, we'll see. In the meantime, I don't want you to go out and spend $5 because that's what they cost without knowing this info. Okay, I'll catch you soon. Hello there, YouTube family. Thanks so much for stopping by today. To those of you who have been with me, thank you ever so much for sticking with me in my crazy journey. And for those of you who might be new, thanks so much for deciding to watch my video. If you enjoy the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And also, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. That really helps me out in getting my channel out there. And I much appreciate it. It is free. So, how is this crazy ride going for me? Since I've rejoined Slimming World for an annual membership, yes, I did, because it was much, much cheaper considering the fact that I'm paying about 30% more in US dollars than if I would be if I were paying in pounds. And I made this commitment. I'm not going anywhere. So I either stop altogether, which is not going to happen. I take a break, which could happen, but this is it for me. And I have to tell you, things are very different this time around already. Some of the feedback tips that I want to give you are, once you start eating completely healthy, which I feel I'm doing, I haven't had really any flour. I will be having some macaroni. I'm going to try to get a high protein one, if I can, or an edamame one. I don't know. I think probably I'll just go with the high protein if I can find it. But my Ezekiel bread has no flour in it. I am using stevia. I am limiting my amount of fake sugars. Stevia to me is not a fake sugar. I always have used stevia. I use only sweet leaf organic stevia, which is very different from anything else that you're going to find out there. I've been using it for years. I get it on Amazon because it's usually cheaper there. I've seen it in Walmart. I've seen it in Hannaford and many other stores. So it's a pretty popular brand, and give it a try. Especially if you get it from Amazon. If you don't like it, you can always get a refund, I'm sure. They're very good like that. So anyway, I am going to be getting rid of my GU's products as I can. I have some left, but it has maltodextrin, and I don't want that in my body anymore. Maltodextrin is really, really bad for you. It gives a lot of people digestive issues, but it's just very reactive in your body and not good for you. And I'm not missing it. I can put, in place of my beloved teriyaki, Bragg's liquid aminos, I can even put coconut aminos if I want to thin it. I can do it. Not a problem. I'm pretty sure that's thinnable. And I can put rice wine vinegar, stevia, ginger, garlic, and it comes out just to be the same. And my palate is going to start changing now. It already has. That's another thing I wanted to mention. Once you start eating really healthy and you start cutting things back, I'm not saying cut things out, because cut things out for me never works. I either need a great substitute that I really, really enjoy, 99.9% as much, because the minute you tell me I can't have something that is all I want. So I'm not encouraging anybody to cut out food groups or cut out anything. But if you can try to find substitutes that are healthier, if you can find where you can maybe eat a little less of it. I don't know, because with me, like for instance, I can't bring dark chocolate into my house. I will sit there and eat it. I can't have Lily's chips in my house. I will sit there and eat it. So for me, that does not work. For other people, cutting back does work. So if that's your thing and it works for you, beautiful. That's a wonderful thing. I have replaced diet soda with Zevia, which is made with stevia. It's not ideal. It's best for me, especially with a lap band, not to have a soda at all. And I have been having seltzer waters mixed with water, and they have even been bothering me. So, but I just want it in the house in case I want it. That's it. In case we go out and I know we're going to go for lunch, I want to have it. It's a mind thing. This is just a head game thing, because I may not even think about it. I haven't opened it yet, and I bought it a few days ago. It's just so that things don't backfire on me. Like, these are just little things that I'm putting in place to prevent going backwards if I can. Once you cleanse your palate of fake sugars, and I've done this before, I'm speaking from that point. I'm not speaking from right now, but I could already see a difference in myself with eating a lot of fruit, tasting the natural sugar that's in the fruit, and really enjoying the fruit. The sweetness of the grapes and the sweetness of an apple will come as your palate gets cleansed of fake things and sugar, cane sugar, that you pour in coffee, kind of sugar. But these are things I'm looking forward to being able to get out of my system again, and I'm taking it slowly. If it just so happens that I have a piece of cake somewhere, if we're out or whatever, that's going to happen. I'm not putting limits on myself, but if I don't need to have it, I'm hoping I'm going to say, oh, I really don't want it, because that has already been starting to happen this week. And it's amazing to me in 4 days what I've already accomplished, because I'm coming to you on Thursday. So I started back on Saturday officially as a Slimming World's online member. So I'm going from there. The other thing is, make sure you have things on hand for yourself, whatever plan you're on, because especially with Slimming World, you really have to, I don't want to say you really have to cook in a negative way, but you have to be mindful of having certain things in your cabinet and in your fridge and freezer in order for you to be successful. And I think that it's fair to say with most plans, unless you're just calorie counting, that if you want to be successful, that you have to plan ahead a little bit. And I have to get in a routine a little bit, a lot of it. That's what I'm looking forward to doing. So, like, I'm going to make a pot of soup, which I can have at any time of the day. And whatever is in that soup is going to be free in protein, speed, lots of speed. So it's not costing me cents, and it's healthy, and it's something that is nutritious for me to eat if I feel like having something. Even if I'm in front of the TV, watching TV at night, I may feel like having something. Now, another thing that I did is I ordered another box of Stash brand decaffeinated chocolate hazelnut tea. If there is ever on this earth a substitute for hot chocolate, it is this. And I even had James try it last night, and he liked it, although I put some whipped cream in his and some marshmallows. I didn't do that for me. I just put a splash of almond milk. It doesn't even need sugar. I put sugar in his, of course. To me, it tastes sweet. I don't usually sweeten teas, and I don't like sweetener in my tea or coffee unless it's iced. So that's not an issue for me. But when I taste it, it tastes the sweetness. So if you're interested, go on Amazon and check it out. Again, if you don't like it, you can send it back or get a refund on it. I can't find it at Adams. Christmas Tree Shop has closed. They used to have a lot of good Stash flavored teas. Like for instance, now I'll be looking for the apple cider fall tea that comes out. It's an herbal tea. I really enjoy that, especially with the cooler weather coming. That's another. This is the reason why I was in Women's World magazine a couple of years ago, because I used dessert teas, as they call them, to help me lose weight when I did the HCG diet back in 2016. So it really helped a lot, especially I can't remember the name. It's an English brand tea, I believe, and it comes in a can. And it's hot cinnamon tea. That hot cinnamon tea was a savior for me almost every day when I was on that plan. So that's another one that you might want to think about trying. Check out your dessert teas. I'm having this at night, and it's really doing the trick. And I know it's only been 4 nights, but for me to be on the right foot going through and enjoying what I'm doing and not feeling like I am doing things to keep me from binge eating bad things at night, this is just like, to me, it feels like I'm getting kind of like a little routine. And routines work very well for me. So I'm speaking for almost 9 minutes now. I'm going to say goodbye. I hope you enjoyed these little tips that I gave you. If you have any questions or you need more tips, put the question in the comments, or better yet, come and join Slim Win on Facebook, and you can put any questions there that you'd like. And you can also join in on our once a week chats. We'd love to have you. So what do I always do? I ask you to please do at least one thing to care for yourself, hopefully many. I wish you and your family many blessings, as always. I thank you very much for watching. And last but not least, I'm going to send you lots of hugs. And I'm going to say, I will see you next time. And I can't wait. Bye now.